Hi everybody, I'm Charlie, and this is On Air, my Beatles collection. Well, today is Record Store Day, otherwise known as Black Friday here in the US. And originally there was supposed to be two Beatles-related products for today. One was to be Ringo's Choose Love album, which has now been delayed until the end of January. And that's going to be on red vinyl. And we'll be talking about that at the time it's finally released. But the other item for today was this one. George Harrison, Living in the Material World, Zoetrope version. I've already taken it out of the original shrink wrap and I put it in a poly sleeve. I saved the hype sticker, so maybe you can read the hype sticker. But now it'll easily come out of the sleeve, and so that's what it looks like outside the sleeve. No markings on the front at all, and the back has the original front cover or thereabouts. So let's take it out of the sleeve, and first thing I find is there's just a little folder. And this opens up like this. If you bought the any of the Living in the Material World products from last year, because this is they've recycled this Living in the Material World album a couple of different ways now. Anyway, if you bought this any of them last year, you have something like this already. There's no new pictures here or anything like that. So there you got this famous picture here with the band having their meal, and then you got the credits over here. So there's one other thing I want to show you before we actually look at the record in detail. Inside the jacket, there also was this little instruction. I won't say card because it's just a sheet. If you want to pause the screen, you can read it for yourself, but I'll read it to you. It says, Zoetrope viewing instructions. Phone must be set to video mode. Quality must be HD and not 4K. Set the frame rate to 30 frames per second. Ideally, view it under a bright light. Turn the contrast almost all the way down on your camera for a clearer picture. Press down on the screen and drag down on an iPhone. Tap on the screen and slide left on another, tap on the screen and slide left on an Android. Now, my experience with the other Zoetrope vinyls is if you get the speed right on your turntable and you use a black light, which really is blue, but you use a black light and you hold it directly over the record, you can see the moving images better. But anyway, they have those instructions, assuming that you want to do it with your phone, and I probably will not be doing it that way. So next is the actual record itself. So it comes in a fairly heavy poly inner sleeve. I will change that out to a poly and rice paper sleeve. I'll take it out so we get a better look at it. So there it is. There it is. And actually same on both sides. Now this is a regular album, so there'll be the usual side 1 and side 2. And it doesn't actually tell you which one is side 1 and side 2, but it doesn't take that much brain power to figure out which side is which once you put the needle on the record. Most people don't buy the Zoetrope records to play them, and most George Harrison fans or Beatles fans already have Living in the Material World on other media, whether it's the other vinyl, black vinyl, or streaming. or tapes or what or CDs. But anyway, it's really nice. I like the whole idea of the Zoetrope. I think they look great, and I couldn't resist. So we have another one coming next Friday. Some of the YouTubers have already gotten their freebie version of it from the Lennon camp, but that is the Happy Christmas, War is Over Zoetrope from John and Yoko. Release date is December 5th on that. And again, some of the YouTubers that get freebies from the Lennon camp have already gotten theirs. I don't get any freebies from anybody, so I don't have that yet. But when I do have it, I'll be happy to show all of you what it looks like. So anyway, there's not a whole lot to talk about with these. It's just a nice thing to have. This was Record Store Day. The one final thing I'll tell you about it is I understand there are 7,000 in existence, and this one happens to be number 01589. So I thought at one point there was 4,000, and I was thinking, well, that's kind of a median number, but for a 7,000 series, that's fairly low. My daughter picked one up for me as well, and that one was purchased in the state of Connecticut, and I think she got something in the 3,500 series. So I got a 1589 here. So anyway, again, that's what it looks like on the back. It looks like the front, and the front you can see the disc when it's in there. So let's put her back where she belongs, and let's put her back in the sleeve. A lot of movement here. Sorry about that, but anyway, it'll go in there nice and easy now. And there it is. And if you want to look at that label again, I can read that to you. It says, Dark Horse Records, George Harrison, Living in the Material World, 50th Anniversary Zoetrope Edition, and then it just has side 1 and side 2 and all the tracks, and then the Dark Horse logo and the barcode at the bottom. So anyway, that's it for today. That's George Harrison, Living in the Material World Zoetrope, 50th Anniversary Edition, Record Store Day exclusive. I don't believe it's a Record Store Day first. You know, when they say first, they mean it's available today, and then it'll be available until they sell out. And Record Store Day exclusive generally means they sell out on Record Store Day. So I got there early, and I got mine, and my daughter got there early in her place near her home, and she got one. So everybody's happy. So anyway, that's that. Of course, this weekend is also Anthology video weekend on Disney Plus. I got to play catch up on that today, and hopefully by the end of the day I'll have seen all 9 episodes, and I'll do a show on that tomorrow, just kind of give you my thoughts about it and see what your thoughts are. So I'm looking forward to that exchange. I know a couple of people have already posted about that and put up some videos about the first 3 or the first 6. Of course, today is the last 3 episodes of the total of 9. So a lot of people are probably weighing in today, tonight, tomorrow. I didn't want to do a show for each episode or each day. I'm going to do just one summary view of the whole thing tomorrow. I'll say that as a person who not only saw the original on TV, but I had the VHS set when it came out, and then a few years later, maybe it wasn't even a few years later, I'm not sure how much later, I got the Laserdisc version, and then I think probably 5 years later, I got the DVD version. I'm guessing we'll probably get a DVD and a Blu-ray next year for this version. I know a lot of people have been complaining about lost footage that they remember seeing and now it's not there. For the most part, they're talking about what was on the DVD, not what was on the ABC television special. So this Disney Plus version now is much akin to the original ABC TV version, not the DVD. However, just based on my preliminary view of it, the audio and the video are vastly improved over not only ABC TV, but also vastly improved over the VHS, the laser, and the DVD. So, so far it looks like we have a trade-off where there's some lost footage relative to the DVD. I'm not sure there's lost footage relative to the ABC TV special from 30 years ago. And in any case, against all of those media, this one far surpasses it both in video and audio. So we'll talk about that some more tomorrow after I've seen all 9 episodes. So anyway, that's it for today. So thanks for stopping by. Please hit the like button if you like seeing this video. And please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And I hope to see you back here very soon, maybe tomorrow. So that's it for now. Take care. Bye.